Hey guys, it's Annika. I'm here to help guide you through a Power 2 Express. Full disclosure, might be a little little longer than 45 minutes. But I'm so happy to be here with all of you, even virtually. Couple pointers for class today. Obviously, you will need your yoga mat and then something that you could use as a block. So if you have an actual yoga block at home, that's great. You could also use rolled up towels, Clorox wipe tubs, Amazon box, anything that you might have, just to help offer a little bit of support. We will be doing some twisting and balance in class today. So once you are ready, you can queue up the playlist. It is linked just below. And we will get started in child's pose. So in 3, 2, 1, press play and then find child's pose. For child's pose, bring your big toes together to touch behind you. Drape your knees open wide and then allow your chest to just hang heavy between your legs. No need to engage anything quite yet. We'll get to that in a little bit. Don't worry. And as you come into the space on your mats, just take a quick body scan. Fingertips to toes. Notice how you feel in this moment. Take a full breath in. Exhale, open mouth, sigh it out. Another time, fill in. And let it go. If you are ready to invite in your deep yoga breath, seal your lips on your next inhale. Keep your lips sealed, breathe out through your nose. Continue here at your pace. I don't know about a lot of you, but I'm finding myself, especially now, getting just a little bit antsy for what is to come. I think it's called destination anxiety. A lot of us suffer from destination anxiety at various points throughout class. Maybe it's you're looking forward to a trip that you have planned, or you are looking forward to dinner or breakfast tomorrow morning, whatever it is. But something that's really wonderful about yoga is that it truly does its work in the present moment. Of course, we'll see benefits later. But there's no need to worry about those benefits yet. You know that they will come. Take another full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, rise to tabletop pose, and then begin to invite cats and cows or some sort of other organic movement that would feel good in your body. Sometimes I like to make C shapes with my spine, really get nice and juicy into my side bodies. You can also flip your fingertips back so they face your knees. Feel a nice stretch in the inner part of your arm, forearm, and maybe even into your bicep if you've been doing a lot of virtual sculpts and fits and bar classes. If you move through some sort of asymmetrical movement, please even out the two sides of your body before we'll move on. And then once you are even, return to neutral spine tabletop pose. Prepare for spinal balance. So ground down through your left hand, reach your right arm forward, kick your left leg back. So opposite arm, opposite leg. It's okay if you start off on the other side. Eventually we'll even things out. Once you find your spinal balance, firm up through your core. We'll be here for a couple breaths. So if you feel it all wobbly, firm up through your belly, ground down firmly through your hand. Take a full breath in, stay where you are. Exhale, contract, bring your elbow and your knee to the center of your body. Couple breaths before we move on. Round between your shoulder blades, just like cat pose. I like to tuck my chin in toward my chest. I feel a little bit more of a contraction in my core that way. Exhale. Inhale, spinal balance, get long. Exhale, contract, elbow and knee meet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, strengthen. 2 more. Breathe in, spinal balance, get long, move slow. Exhale, contract. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, keep your left leg lifted. Place your Um, right palm down on the mat, then spin open to modified side plank. Keep your left leg lifted. Ground down firmly through your right palm, and then begin to bend into your left knee. Reach back for the quad stretch. If your foot is not accessible to your hand, you'll still get the quad stretch even if you just bend into your knee. And trust me, this will help for what's coming down later in the road. But good news is, I know the class plan. You don't need to worry about any of it. Take a full breath in, release your bind. Exhale, come back down to tabletop pose. Set up spinal balance on the other side. Left arm forward, right leg back this time. Pause and breathe. It's normal for some wobbles, some shakes. It's early in class. Maybe you've had a busy day or you've been sitting all day. So it's normal for your body to tremble a little bit here. Even though you're in tabletop pose, this is hard work. Breathe in, stay. Exhale, contract elbow to knee, breathe. See that your elbow and your knee meet more toward the center of your body rather than just lifting your knee all the way up in toward your chest. I know sometimes in class we tell you to bring your knee in toward your chest. Right now I want you to feel the contraction of your core as you drive joints into each other. Exhale. Inhale, expand, open, spinal balance. Exhale, contract. Breathe in, lengthen out. Exhale, strengthen, meet in the middle. 2 more. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Last round. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, open up, release your left palm down. Spin open, modified side plank, other side. Keep your right leg lifted if you can. See that your shoulders stack one on top of the other, and then as you are ready, bend into your lifted knee, reach back for your foot. Continue to engage your core. That's why we did that little bit of core work just now, so that your core doesn't take a vacation while you try to lengthen through the front side of your leg. Inhale, release your bind. Exhale, tabletop pose. Inhale, crawl your fingertips out in front of your face, just a few inches. Exhale, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe. You can pedal through your heels, maybe sway through your hips a little bit, side to side. Begin to wake up the back sides of your legs and even into your lower back, your shoulders, your chest. Sometimes I like to hinge forward and back to high plank. It's a great test to see if your downward facing dog is set up optimally. As you are ready, begin to settle into stillness, your first still downward facing dog of the class. And here, do another quick scan of your body, fingertips to toes. Does it already start to feel a little bit different? Know that just through your concerted effort here on your yoga mat, through your breath, through your focus, the destination that we'll get to later, it will become more attainable, but there's no need to worry about what is to come. I'm here right alongside you. Take a full breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel forward, ragdoll pose, breathe. Heel toe your feet out really wide today. I know you got space, so take them all the way off the edges of your mat. And then invite in a great big bend into your knees. I like to sway my torso side to side, almost like a blade of grass blowing in the breeze. I know here it's really cold all of a sudden, but eventually the grass will start to grow, flowers will bloom. If you found movement, settle into stillness. Release both hands to the earth, ground down through your left hand. Inhale, ragdoll with a twist. Lift your right arm high. Breathe. I like to bend a lot into my left knee here and then straighten through my right. But meet your body where it is today. It's still early in class. Keep the twist out of your hips, so square them toward the top of your mat. Breathe in, reach up, get tall. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, reach your left arm high, stay and breathe. If you took some arm circles or wrist circles on the other side, please do so here. Even out your body, get rid of some of those snaps, crackles, and pops. I think Gail calls those yoga cereal. Once again, feel the twist in your mid-back rather than your hips or your lower back. Inhale, reach up, get tall. Exhale, forward fold. Heel toe your big toes together to touch or leave them inner hip width distance apart. Inhale, halfway lift, reset your spine, press your hands into something. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, Samastitihi. Bring your hands to heart center. Blink your eyes closed and breathe. Give yourself a moment to set an intention for today's practice. I'll offer up the intention of presence. If you'd like to take my intention, you are more than welcome to. Know that the destination, later we will get there. So often as humans, we get caught up in worrying about when is X, Y, or Z going to come? When is X, Y, or Z going to end? But there are a whole ton of letters earlier in the alphabet. I think there are actually 23 of them, A through W. Take a full breath in. Exhale, release your hands to either side of your body. Inhale, sweep up, mountain pose. Pause, couple breaths here. Ground down firmly into your foundation. So press your feet firm into the earth. Engage the front sides of your legs and pull your core in toward your spine as if your spine is a magnet. Inhale. Exhale, mini back bend. Breathe. Take any arm variation you choose. I like to cactus my arms out to either side, but you do you. Exhale. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold, lengthen as you fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, low lunge. Step your left foot back, right leg forward. Breathe in, simple twist. Lift your right arm high, stay and breathe. This is where you might want your block or your support of some kind underneath your left hand. Your left fingertips are still light, but that will help bring the earth a little closer to you. Rotate your left shoulder underneath your right. Feel this gentle twist in your torso. Something a little funky, but stay with me. Inhale, simple twist right here. Exhale, pivot your feet, find Prasarita. Both feet point toward the left side of your mat now, and then the pinky toe sides of your feet are parallel to the edges of your mat. This is like a really dramatic ragdoll pose. Your feet are a little bit wider apart, and see if you can keep them straight. So engage your quadriceps to lift your knees off of your shins. Allow your torso to hang heavy just as it does in ragdoll pose. You can move it side to side, roll through your neck, nod yes, shake no. Exhale, if your hands are not there already, place them beneath your shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift, reset your spine. Exhale, low lunge to the back of your mat. Left leg is now forward. Inhale, step together, halfway lift, reset your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. You've been here before. Exhale, mini back bend. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right leg back, low lunge. Ground in through your right hand. Inhale, simple twist. Lift your left arm high. Breathe. If you took any arm movements on the other side, do so here. Sometimes I like to pretend like I'm playing a concert at like Wells Fargo Arena or KC, I think it's the Sprint Center. So some air guitar. On your next inhale, reach up tall as you can. Exhale, pivot your feet, Prasarita in the center. We're just here for a breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge, top of your mat, right leg forward. Inhale, halfway lift, reset your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose last time. Exhale, mini back bend, open your heart. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Here comes a change. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Stay and breathe. Come to the top of a push-up. Press your palms firmly into the earth, so firm that your shoulder blades begin to spread apart on your back, just like cat pose. Lift your hips so they're right in line with your shoulders, and stack the heels of your feet over the balls of your feet. This will help engage your legs, and ta-da, it takes some of the pressure out of your shoulders. Your legs are super strong muscles, so use them here. Inhale, hinge slightly forward. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Set up for one round of low cobra pose. Place your palms beneath your shoulders. Inhale, low cobra. Breathe. Press the toenail side, the shoelace side of your feet firmly into the earth so your knees lift. Press your hips down into the mat and then just gently lift your chest. Might not lift off a lot. That's okay. Inhale. Exhale, release, palms beneath your shoulders. Inhale, press up, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful work, yogis. That's Sun A. You're already through Sun A. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Let's move on. Inhale, lift your right leg high, please. Exhale, low lunge. Step between your hands. Pause. Set up your low lunge strong. Stack your right knee directly on top of your right ankle. Square both hips toward the top edge of your mat. You've done this before. Exhale, ground into your left hand. Inhale, simple twist. Reach your right arm high. Pause here, couple breaths so you can squeeze in through your inner thighs. That will help you as you breathe in. Exhale, slowly rise, crescent with a vertical twist. Breathe. That takes a lot of focus, a lot of balance, a lot of core strength, all of which are a lot easier to focus on if you are here in the present moment. Keep the twist in your mid-back. See that your hips are still squared toward the top edge of your mat. And then open up your wings. Your arms here are like your wings. They take up a lot of space. Exhale. Inhale, lightning bolt. Sweep your right arm forward to meet your left. Pause and breathe. Stay low in your front lunge. Peel your belly off of your front thigh, but create about a 45-degree angle toward the front of your space with your torso. If you can see your biceps in your peripheral vision, squeeze your shoulder blades together a little bit stronger on your back. I find that helps me reignite so I can get them out of my vision. Take a big breath in. Exhale. Ooh, where were we going from here? Exhale, extended side angle. Excuse me. It's just like being at my real class. Extended side angle. Stay and breathe. You just found all of this length in lightning bolt pose, so take it as you simply pivot your back foot so it's now parallel to the back edge of your mat, and bring your right elbow to your right inner thigh. Have some intention there. Your right side body still active and engaged. Breathe out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Breathe. Recommit to your front lunge. If you notice your front legs start to straighten, I challenge you to sink an inch lower than you were before. Square your hips and your belly button toward the left side of your mat. And then release your right shoulder away from your ear. I know for me, I always reach up really tall. That doesn't necessarily do anything other than put strain on my shoulder and my neck. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana, windmill down, elbows graze your sides. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause and breathe. Notice the difference between right and left. Trust that we will balance you out. Exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, pause, breathe, set up your low lunge, even if you have to drop your back knee and then physically lift your left leg up so it's in between your hands. I want you to take that extra step to do so. It will help set you up for success. Ground in through your right hand, breathe out. Inhale, simple twist, pause and breathe. Remember the squeeze of your inner thighs, and this time focus on a single point so you can rise with power and control. Exhale. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, slowly rise crescent with a vertical twist. Breathe. Recommit to your front lunge. I know if you're anything like me, you like to take a little vacation here in the lower body because it's doing a lot of work, but sink back in. Squeeze your shoulder blades together on your back, but straighten your arms as much as you can. I know this time in my personal practice at home has allowed me to kind of like look at my practice and be like, where have I cheated myself out of some length or strength? Crescent with a vertical twist is one of those places. My arms always take a little vacation here. Exhale. Inhale, lightning bolt. Sweep your left arm forward to meet your right. Stay and breathe. Peel your belly off of your left quadricep. It's not doing anyone any good just resting. In fact, the more you engage, I think the longer that you could hold here. Energize out through all 10 fingertips. Know that engaged arms are lighter arms. It's normal for them to feel a little bit heavy in lightning bolt. This is a hard pose. Breathe in. Exhale, extended side angle. Breathe. This, once again, maintain the length on both side bodies. Tick-tock your arms to 6 and 12 as if they are the hands on a clock. Open up tall. Tuck your right shoulder, your left shoulder rather, underneath your right. Exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Breathe. Recommit. Sink a little lower in your front lunge. Breathe in. Exhale, chaturanga, windmill down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out, sigh it out. Let's flow one breath to one movement. I'm here as your guide, but if your breath doesn't match mine, that's perfectly fine. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Ground in through your left hand. Inhale, reach your right arm skyward. Exhale, crescent with a vertical twist. Rise. Inhale, lightning bolt pose. Reach your arms forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach up. Exhale, windmill down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg this time. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, slowly rise, crescent vertical twist. Inhale, lightning bolt, sweep forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga, midway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time, both legs. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, low lunge, land light. Inhale, reach your right arm skyward. Exhale, crescent vertical twist, rise. Inhale, lightning bolt, sweep forward, engage your core. Exhale, extended side angle, open up toward the left side of your mat. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more leg. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, crescent vertical twist. Stick it, rise. Inhale, lightning bolt pose. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga, windmill down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths, remain here. Feel the beat of your heart, the rush of your breath. Feel your lungs as they expand and contract with every breath in, every breath out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, hinge forward, high plank. Place your left hand below your face. Inhale, spin open, full side plank. Breathe. Option to take the modification that we did from your bottom knee at the very beginning of class. Or you can stack or stagger your feet. Lift your hips one on top of the other, and then imagine there's a little arc, like a rainbow shape in the center of your body. So ground in through your left hand and then engage your left side body to lift up 1 inch higher. If you can, lift your top leg away from the earth. Breathe in. Exhale, pull your knee to chest. Step through low lunge. If you had to take a few moments there, or you were like, didn't really get that, that's okay. Once you find low lunge, find runner's lunge and breathe. Heel toe your right foot all the way to the top right corner of your mat. Bring your hands to the inside of your foot. You can stay on flat palms, release down to forearms. Use your handy dandy block or support underneath your forehead, your forearms, your palms, whatever you need. Give yourself a moment here. If you do not already have some sort of support, and if you are on your forearms, please rise back up to your palms. Grab your supports. I like my block at the tallest height here because my quads are just not quite as open as I would like them to be. But you will ground down through your left hand. Inhale, reach your right arm back around and up. Find the quad stretch. If you need a little bit more support here, or if this is too much pressure on your left knee, you can roll your mat, place a towel underneath your left knee. If you have something you could use as a strap, like a towel or a tie, like a men's tie, you can also use that around your foot. But I want you to get nice and juicy into your left quadricep here. Use your breath to remain here in this present moment. No need to worry about when we're going to get out of it. We won't be here forever. That much you know. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release your bind. Set your props off to either side of your mats and return to low lunge. Heel toe your right foot back in between your hands. Lift your back knee. Exhale. Inhale, standing splits. Launch up onto your right foot and breathe. If you need to use a block underneath your hands here, it's a great option. If you're ready for a little bit more balance challenge, maybe you loop one hand around your right ankle. If you got that, maybe you loop the other around. The worst thing that will happen is that you will lose your balance. Nobody's around. You're not at the studio. You won't hopefully knock anyone over. And if you do, it's probably like your dog or your cat or your spouse or something. It's okay. Take a full breath in where you are. Exhale, forward fold, step your feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. If your body's just screaming for a chaturanga, you can take it, but know that we get to do all of that on the other side as well. Inhale, hinge forward, high plank. Exhale, place your right hand directly below your face. Inhale, spin open, side plank pose. Remember your leg options here. You have several. Ground in through your right hand. See that your right shoulder is directly beneath your left, and then your left palm is directly above that. If it's not there already, lift your top leg. That should be probably your left leg. Inhale. Exhale, pull your knee in toward your chest. Step through low lunge. It's okay if that took several breaths. You will find a couple moments in your runner's lunge here before we add on the quad stretch. So find your point of greatest sensation. In yoga, we call that your edge. That's the point when you probably want to run, when your mind wants to check out, or when your mind starts to race and tell you, I got to get out of this. I can't make it. Trust me, you can. That's when the yoga will do its work. Without you even having to worry about it, it does its work. If you are on your forearms, please rise back up to your palms. Ground in through your right hand this time. Once again, use your block, your props as needed. Bend into your right knee. Reach out, around, and up with your left hand for your quad stretch. I come up almost to like a modified low lunge here with my back knee down. That's just what works best in my body. Some of you are probably a little bit more flexible than I am, and that's okay. So meet your body where it feels the most sensation. And then, once again, just as you did on the other side, continue to breathe. Take a full breath in. Exhale, release. Set your blocks, your props off. Heel toe your left foot back in between your hands. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high plank, step back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, halfway lift. Oh, no, not halfway lift. Inhale together. Exhale, forward fold. You guys, it is truly like being at my class. On your next inhale, lift your right leg high, please. Exhale, low lunge. Something different. Inhale, crescent lunge. Breathe. So I will give you a front view of crescent lunge. You come in to your front low lunge. You reach your arms up overhead. Pay attention to your low floating ribs here. A lot of times they want to splay out so you can kind of get this beautiful C curve in your back, but I want to see your shoulders stacked on top of your hips. On your next inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge. Once again, you get a front view of this. Keep the length you found. Bring your left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Breathe. It's always an option to drop your back leg here. I almost always do, not only to intensify the twist, but to give my body a little break from balance. When you're doing a twist, it's enough to do a twist. You don't always need to do the balance. Every breath in, lengthen your spine. Imagine the length. Every breath out, imagine twisting just a teeny weeny little bit deeper into your twist. If you are on your back knee, please slowly rise. Exhale, stay in your twist. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise up. Exhale, warrior two, pause and breathe. Can you believe it? This is our first warrior two of class. Spin your back foot. It's now parallel to the back edge of your mat. Sink low into your front knee and rotate it out toward your right pinky toe. Exhale. Inhale, straighten your front knee. Exhale, triangle pose. Before you just drop down to triangle, reach as far forward as you can, then drop your arms down to 6 and 12. It's like a straight-legged extended side angle. So if you need to shorten your stance here, if you feel just a ton of pressure on the backside of your right knee, walk your left foot in just a little bit closer. And then one of my favorite visualizations in triangle pose is that I am stuck between two panes of glass. I don't want to smush either pane of glass, so I need to stay in one plane rather than booty out or chest out. Exhale, take a look down at your front foot. Inhale, launch up, half moon pose, breathe. Launch all of your weight onto your right leg. It's just as if you tipped your triangle over and now you're balancing on one foot. I know I said the word just. It's like, come on, lady, there's a lot going on here. If you need to place a block beneath your right hand, you are welcome to do so. If you're ready for a little bit more, reach your left arm skyward and then bring your right hand to your chest. Once again, the worst thing that's going to happen is that you will stumble out of the posture. You have time to hop back in. Half moon, stay for a big breath in. Exhale, touch back, warrior two with control. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach up. Exhale, chaturanga, maybe now you skip. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high, please. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Breathe back to point A. We have a whole ton of letters before we get to half moon. That's like letter Z all the way at the end. So stay here and breathe. Feel both hips square toward the front of your mats. Reach up tall through your fingertips just as you do in mountain pose. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, lengthen forward, find space. Exhale, fill the space, twist. Breathe. Bring your right elbow to the outside of your left thigh this time. If this is too much, drop your back knee. If you notice your right hip sagging down toward the earth, drop your right knee. It's important to keep your hips squared in one plane so that there's no unnecessary torque placed on your lower back in this posture. Now pay attention to the quality of your breath. Your breath is what is going to carry you from pose to pose, moment to moment. So become present with it. If you're on your back knee, please slowly rise. Exhale, remain in your twist. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach forward. Exhale, warrior two, breathe. Once again, first warrior two on this side. So give yourself a moment to set it up. Square your hips in line with one another. I like to bring my hands to my hips, and then usually I gotta hitch my right one down on this leg. Pull your shoulder blades together on your back. Sit up tall in your spine. Breathe out. Inhale, straighten your left leg this time. Exhale, triangle. Remember, reach forward. Then tick-tock 6 and 12, breathe. Once you have your triangle pose set up, do a scan of your body. Can you take some of the weight out of your left hand? I like to press the backside of my left hand to my left shin or left inner thigh. That helps engage your side body so your leg doesn't have to bear all of the weights. Now bring your focus up toward your head. Sometimes we let it sag down here. Pull it back up so your head is almost an extension of your spine. Exhale, take a look at your left big toe. Inhale, launch up, half moon pose. Doesn't matter how many little tiny baby steps you got to take to get there. Eventually you will get there, even if it's for just a millisecond. And know that if half moon pose is your Everest, maybe that's the destination that you will continue to work toward. But know that it probably won't get there in one day. And so you have to put in some work to get there. You have to remain present and aware, even in the moments when it would be easier to let your mind wander. Take an inhale. Exhale, step back, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga, windmill down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more thing to go. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Something different here. Inhale, pyramid pose. So I need to walk my left foot in a lot. And then from here, I actually like to start with my hands on my hips. A lot of times your left hip will be pulled back in space. So pull your right hip back, pull your left hip up. And then you can use a block down in front of your right foot. You could also loop your hands around your right ankle. That might feel good. This might feel like a lot of sensation in your calves and even into your hamstrings. That's okay. If you do notice the heel of your left foot start to peel off of the mat, just shorten your stance a little bit. No harm there. If you have a block, now is a great time to reach for it. Place it beneath your left hand. Inhale, revolved triangle pose. Breathe. Ground in lightly through your left hand. Reach your right arm toward the sky. Sometimes I also like to bring my right hand to the small of my back so I can still feel my hips squared toward the front of my mat. If you'd like to keep your right hand on your back the entire time instead of lifting it skyward, that's a great option. Once you feel stable in your revolved triangle, exhale, ground in through your left hand. Inhale, launch up, revolved half moon pose. Breathe. This is where I do like to extend my right arm skyward and then play with the height on your block here. You know the height that worked for you in regular half moon might be different. Or maybe you didn't need a block in half moon, but you find that you do here. That's okay. Continue to breathe. This is a balance and a twist. That's why I gave you that little break earlier. I know, twist, balance, when you combine them together, it's so hard, but you're almost there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release your right hand, but keep your left leg lifted. Inhale here. Exhale, bend in. Find Shiva squat. You're only here for a moment. Release your right hand away from the mat. Bring your right hand around the top of your left foot. Squeeze your knees in toward one another. Imagine knee to chest. And then slowly rise up. Revolved dancer pose. Sometimes this is called reverse dancer pose because you will notice your opposite hand is grabbing your opposite foot. If you would like to express your revolved dancer pose, you kick into your lifted leg just as you would before, but continue to square both shoulders and hips toward the front of your space. I don't usually express my revolved dancer because I notice that my right shoulder pulls back in space here. Breathe in. Breathe out, release. Give your legs a little shimmy shake out. Inhale, sweep up, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, second to last one. You're almost there. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Set up your pyramid pose. So walk your right foot up as high as you need it. Bring your hands to your hips once again. Pull your left hip back, your right hip forward. And then continue to maintain length in your spine as you fold forward. Imagine sending your heart toward your big toe rather than just rounding in to send the crown of your head toward your big toe. I want you to maintain length in your side bodies. That length is what will create the space for you to twist. You have the advantage on this side. You know what's coming. So set your body up. You are welcome to stay right here in pyramid pose, especially if you did so on the other side. If you're ready to move on, ground in through your right hand onto something. Maybe begin with your right hand, your left hand rather, on your back, and then slowly open up, revolved triangle pose. Breathe. It's very hard to talk in revolved triangle. That's why I'm not continuing to demo. I want to give you guys some cues. Continue to pull your hips up in line with one another. Keep the twist out of your lower back. There will be a slight twist in your upper back as well, but it really originates in the middle of your spine. Breathe in. Breathe out. You can release your left hand to the small of your back. And then launch up, revolved half moon pose. Once again, this is where I do really like to extend my arm up toward the sky. Your left foot is on the earth. Your right hand is on the earth or a block here. It's a lot going on. So focus on one point in your space that is not moving. It's not going to be me. It won't be your dog, won't be your toddler, won't be your cat. Well, it might be your cat. My cat doesn't move very often. She has a pillow that she just lays on for like 7 hours a day. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release your left hand. Inhale, find standing splits. Exhale, Shiva squat. You're just here for a moment. Pull your left hand off of the mat. Reach it around for the top of your right foot. Inhale, rise up. Revolved dancer pose. Breathe. Continue to squeeze your knees in toward one another. Work to bring your heel in toward your right glute. If you chose to express on the other side, you can here as well. You are almost done, yogis. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let it go. Shake it out. You made it. Inhale, mountain pose. Last one. This time, exhale, mini back bend. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, last chaturanga, make it your best. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. Exhale, drop on down to your knees. Swing your legs out in front of you. Guide yourself all the way onto your back and prepare for Supine Figure 4. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh and breathe. Your left foot can stay grounded on the earth, or you can lift it away. Every body is going to be a little different here. Even the two sides of your body will be different. And as you lay here, having done all of the hard physical work, do another scan of your body, fingertips to toes. Know that when you stepped foot on your mat today, you didn't necessarily know what the destination was going to be. Maybe the need to control or question was not present. But I'll wager to guess, if you were human, there were moments during class when you suffered a little bit of destination anxiety. You wondered, when are we going to be done? Where are we going to go from here? Know that that's entirely normal. We all do it. Take a full breath in. Exhale, release, supine figure 4, other side, left ankle to your right thigh this time. Breathe. We get so caught up in our final destination and our final goal, and when we know we will get the gold star or the pat on the back. But something that I have learned from yoga that I've been able to carry out into my life as well is that there are a whole lot of other little moments in between where sometimes you learn a whole lot more. It's kind of become a cliche now at this point, but it is truly not about the destination. It is all about your journey. Take a full breath in. Exhale, release, pull both knees into your chest, give yourself a little squeeze, and then send your knees off to the left side of your mat, supine twist. Breathe. Plug your right shoulder back onto the mat. Tuck your left hip underneath your right. You can blink your eyes closed, nothing more to see, so very, very little left to do. Take an exhale. Inhale, pull your knees in, give yourself a squeeze. Exhale, supine twist, other side, even out your body. Remain present and aware here. Our journey together is not quite up. There's still lessons to be learned, even in these quiet moments. Exhale. Inhale, pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself a great big squeeze. Lift your forehead up to meet your knees and take the biggest breath in you've taken all day. Then slowly release to your final sweet Shavasana. Trust that I will pull you out in just a couple moments. There's absolutely nowhere else that you need to be. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Slowly, mindfully begin to move your body with your fingertips and your toes first. Allow movement to creep into your arms and your legs, your neck, your jaw, your head. On an inhale, guide your arms overhead. Invite in a full body stretch. Exhale, roll to your right side. Find supported fetal position. Pause here just for a moment. First and foremost, thank you all for taking these moments out of your day for you. I challenge you, not only as we work through this difficult time as a community and as the world, to stay present in the moment, as hard as that might be. Know that the destination is yet to come. We will get there when we get there. But there are some lessons to be learned along your journey. As you're ready, slowly press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Face the front of your space or any which direction you choose. Exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands toward your heart center. Guide your thumbs to third eye center, the space between your eyebrows. The teacher, student, and light within me is so honored and truly inspired to be here right alongside the teacher, student, and light that shines within each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful, lovely day or evening whenever you choose to take this class, and we will see you back at the studios really soon. Bye.